Today we're going to look at the second game in the series, Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Before starting this game, you will definitely want to play through the first one for a couple of reasons. The first one is that the story is a direct continuation of the events that happened in Part 1, and you may be a bit lost if you don't know what happened before. The second and most important reason, in my opinion, is the fact that you can transfer everything you've earned from the first adventure to this one. You won't get access to all this content right away, but it will come in very handy later on. When you finish Golden Sun, there will be a hidden option in the Continue screen that will give you some transfer codes. You can choose from 3 different codes: Bronze, Silver, or Gold. The Bronze only transfers Jin, Gold transfers everything, and Silver is somewhere in between. Why would anyone not want to transfer everything? Well, let's take a look at the Gold code. While it seems a bit excessive, it doesn't seem to be that bad until you realize that there are 6 frickin' pages to go through, and a total of 260 characters that you must copy and then painstakingly enter one by one on the Lost Age. I tried this several years ago, entered something wrong, and the code didn't work. I didn't feel like going through that arduous process again, so I put the game down for several years. Now, there is one more way to transfer the data, and it's much easier. You will need 2 Game Boy Advances and this handy cable right here. Now, there are some third-party cables you can get which will save you a few dollars, but I recommend just getting the Nintendo brand link cable here. Just make sure you're getting the one with the 2 Game Boy Advance ends, because there is one that connects a Game Boy Advance to a GameCube, and you do not want that one. I'd like to start off by amending something I said in my Golden Sun review a couple years ago. I kind of made it seem like the characters and story weren't interesting. They are actually quite good, but unfortunately the characters have a bad habit of talking way too much. Whenever an event happens or they decide on what to do next, they talk about it, which is fine, but then they keep talking about it. And just when you think they're wrapping things up, they talk about it some more. And then they still continue talking and talking and talking without really saying anything. It would have been really nice if the writers would have cleaned up the script a little bit and dropped a few lines here and there. As I said earlier, the story is a direct continuation of the first game. This time, however, you'll be controlling a party led by Felix, and we'll be trying to light the 2 remaining lighthouses and restore alchemy to the world. Of course, the journey won't be easy, and there will be many roadblocks along the way. Your synergy will once again play a very important role both in and out of battle. While you're exploring towns and dungeons, you'll need to use your magic to solve puzzles and access new areas, which of course will lead to some great rewards. This is one of my favorite aspects of the series, and I always love it when RPGs have field abilities that can be used. In battle, your synergy will of course be used for attack spells, healing, buffing, and debuffing. The combat is almost identical to the first game using the classic turn-based system. The only difference this time around is that there are some stone tablets that can be found, which give you new summons that require Jin of differing elements to be on standby. The combat is still quite fun, and I'm very happy that the developers didn't try to fix what wasn't broken. Graphics are also identical to the first game. Everything once again looks fantastic, especially in battle. Very impressive looking games for being released so early in the Game Boy Advance's lifetime. Motoi Sakuraba's music is excellent in this one as well. While not quite as good as the Baten Kaitos or Valkyrie Profile soundtracks, this game features some really beautiful compositions, and it was amazing what could be done with the Game Boy Advance's limited sound capabilities. It should take you about 40 hours to complete this one, and the difficulty is just right throughout. Other than the minor annoyance of chatty party members, everything in this game was done exceptionally well. Both of these games combined to make one great adventure, and my favorite RPG on the handheld. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.